Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Art of Creation Homestead. We do appreciate you tuning in today. Again, obviously, if you're clicking on this video, you're probably aware this is our devotional video, Bible study video for the week. Every Sunday we do this, if you're not aware. And I've been going through the book of John. All right, I'm in John chapter 9. Okay, last week we started John chapter 9, and it talked about went through the section where Jesus met a man who was blind from birth, and made a little spit mud pie, rubbed it on his eyes, told him to go wash in the pool of Siloam. He did. Now he can see, right? So that's where we're at. And in verse 8, it says this. It says, his neighbors and those who had formerly seen him begging asked, "Isn't this the same man who used to sit and beg?" Some claimed that he was. Others said, "No, he only looks like him." But he himself insisted, "I am the man." "How then were your eyes opened?" they demanded. He replied, "The man they called Jesus made some mud and put it on my eyes. He told me to go to Siloam and wash, so I went and washed, and then I could see." "Where is this man?" they asked him. "I don't know," he said. They brought to the Pharisees the man who had been blind. Now the day on which Jesus had made the mud and opened the man's eyes was a Sabbath. So there you have it right there. They're already mad because he did this on a Sabbath. He's supposed to do nothing on the Sabbath, right? Okay. Therefore the Pharisees also asked him how he had received his sight. "He put mud on my eyes," the man replied, "and I washed, and now I see." So there we have the testimony of this man who had been blind from birth, and he used to sit and beg, right? He was sitting and begging, and he was a nobody. He was a castaway. He was probably annoyed people. So he's probably getting on everybody's nerves as he's doing so. And I mean, as you can imagine, if you live in a city somewhere and you're going by a certain area on the sidewalk every day, and you got beggars there, and we see it here in our area, people on the side of the road with signs, a lot of times you're skeptical, right? So this person is annoying you already. So he's a castaway. You think he may be trying to cheat you. You don't know. But either way, he's not seen as a wonderful member of society. But it's not his fault he was born blind. And that's just what people did. They sat and begged. That's what they became beggars. But Jesus saw him, had compassion on him, and rubbed some mud on his eyes and changed his life. And Jesus did this full well knowing that it was a Sabbath, that he wasn't supposed to be doing this. You're not supposed to go do anything. He said, put mud on his eyes. So there you have it. He did something. That's a physical thing that the Jews, and in their law, you couldn't do nothing. It's that way even now. If you go to Israel, the Orthodox Jews there are still have all these crazy rules. I think I even heard one that says you can't even push a button on the elevator that day on the Sabbath. But pushing the button is seen as work. And so there's all kinds of stipulations and rules and laws to it that obviously seem a little much, right? And so this is one of them where he did something. He put on the Sabbath. And so there it is. Jesus knew he was breaking their law, their commands, right? And I believe, honestly, that he wasn't even supposed to, that the man wasn't even supposed to go wash in the pool on that day, because you're not supposed to go down into the pool to wash on the Sabbath. That's work. So again, there's another thing. Jesus encouraged the guy to go break the Sabbath doing that, because it didn't matter. Jesus didn't matter. He did not care about all these rules and regulations, and he still doesn't, by the way. All right, all these man-made rules, they don't matter to Jesus. God don't care about them. What does matter is changing people's lives. See, Jesus took this man, had compassion on him, didn't care about the hierarchy or the rules and regulations, didn't care about whatever they were doing. All he cared about was changing this man's life. And so now, because this man met Jesus and did what Jesus asked, did what the Lord told him to do, changed his life right here. He said, "I was blind, now I see." And that's the business that Jesus is in. All right, that's what he does. He took him from a beggar to the Son of God, to a child of God. He took him from, in John chapter 8, he told the adulterous woman, the woman caught in adultery, "Hey, go now and leave your life of sin." He did not care what their rules were. He said, "Go leave your life of sin." An adulteress, did not matter what her past was. He said, "Hey, go now, leave." In Acts chapter 9, he met Saul on the road to Damascus, who was a Christian murderer, by the way, did not care. Supernatural meeting, changed his name from Saul to Paul, using to be the greatest missionary ever and to write most of the New Testament. Jesus, he doesn't care what you were. He cares about what he wants to make you, right? And it gives these people a testimony. Say, hey, well, I don't know what he was. Is this the man who used to do this? Was this the man who used to sit and beg? Yeah, but now he's doing this. Is this the man who was blind? Yeah, but now he's this. Is this the man who does? Is this the little boy named Jason who used to have a hot temper when he was a little kid? But now he's this. Is this the little boy who's a little bit selfish? Yeah, but now he's this. Is this the girl who used to do this? Yeah. Is this the man who used to do this? Last month I saw this guy over here. He was drinking. Now he's not. He was an alcoholic. Last month this person was a druggie. Last year I've seen this person do this. It doesn't matter. You have a testimony that once they were this and now they are this. And that's what Jesus does when he comes into your life. Now, in this world, it's might take you a little bit for people to understand that you are changed, but you're going to live in this life. If you're obedient and you live this life, you're going to mess up, but you're going to be a changed life. You're going to have to live a changed life. And you once were this, and now you're this. And that's your story and your testimony, which is more powerful than anything. So I encourage you, okay, that if you never experienced that changed life, let Jesus in to change your life, okay? And you can say, I once was this, and now I'm this, forevermore. And you'll have that testimony, you'll have a glory to give to God, and he will change your life for the better. Thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you got any prayer requests, praise reports, leave them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you, pray for you. My name is Jason. This is Art Creation Homestead. We love y'all. God bless you, and goodbye.